And now, the reason we got out of bed this morning, for music and the spoken giggles, Singing Mama and Auntie B are our very own soulful duets.
Good morning, everybody.
Hey, good afternoon to everybody else.
And good evening and good night.
And good evening and good night.
Cover
Yes. Cover the whole thing.
Oh,
and we got a lively chat room already before we even started.
Oh boy.
Fantastic.
Got Debbie Schneider Wilson.
Hi, Debbie.
Hello, lady. And Rita.
Lady Rita.
How's your day?
Debbie.
Going well. Thank you. Good afternoon, beautiful family. It's a hot 88 degrees today. Loving the sunshine and the weather. Very good, very good.
Is that what you think she sounds like? Is that her accent?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes, that is her accent. Getting better. Wasn't feeling well this morning, so I took the day off. How's your day?
She's just chilling.
Hi, Tammy. Huggaroos, everyone. Huggaroos all around. I'm sorry to hear that. My father's talking amongst themselves.
Mm-hmm. That's what you were saying.
Yeah. Hello, Jami. Peace, love, respect, and happiness, and love, family. Dom. And we have Kevin with us today. Kevin! With our Mindfulness Monday.
Good morning,
Angel. So happy still.
Good morning, sir. What? Your cheeks already hurt?
Yes.
Did you get a little sunburn this weekend?
No, no sunburn.
No?
Cheek burn from laughing and smiling is what I meant.
Cheek burn.
That's why there's a little definition here. It's the laughter smile. It's right there.
Yes.
Yeah, we work this out all the time, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Face push-ups.
Our cheeks are strong with this one.
Oh, man. Oh, that's what that was.
Oh, family, happy to see you all. Hey, Janice.
Janice.
Janice. Like Denise,
Wisnowski.
but with that
That's it's the aesthetically pleasing one.
Wisnowski.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So
Kevin.
Kevin.
TV.
So today we wanted to talk about trust.
Yes.
And the on-the-spot thing is always very appealing to me because usually you get the most authentic answer.
Mm-hmm.
And I think when we answer questions or we answer things on trust and love and big things like that, it comes across in a way that people can understand because not everybody knows how to put it into words. So when you hear it from different perspectives, right, you can get a greater understanding. So I'm going to ask you both, what does trust mean? The definition to you. And Kevin, I'm going to let you go last this time because I got you first last time. So Jamelia.
Are you going to say yours too?
Well, yeah, but
okay.
I mean, no, that's all you guys say. Just asking questions.
Well, trust to me is being able to trust someone.
Good.
Yeah, it's just point obvious. Being able to share with someone like your own stuff and knowing that they won't share it with other people.
I like that.
Also, trusting yourself would be like being honest with yourself about everything and not sugarcoating it to make yourself feel better, I guess. Does that make sense? Like talking yourself into something rather than just trusting your gut and knowing that you're doing the right thing. Like we trust a lot with doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Is that hot? Is that
It's
a hot lozenge?
Sorry, guys. I'm trying these thingies.
The Nicorette lozenges.
I just burned in my mouth.
Maybe you should spit it out.
I'm going to. Okay, go ahead. Keep going. I'm sorry.
She tried to trust the lozenges. They did not work.
They're a little strong. As you will.
But yeah, I think it's just being able to put, I don't know how else to put it, putting all your stuff out there and just knowing that it won't be misguided or mistreated or
Yes.
yeah.
Good. That's good. That's very, very good.
I'm very well versed in the wordage. Not really.
That was excellent.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Sir Kevin, King of Chill. What is trust?
Thank you. I love the topic and the question. I see trust as a prominent member in the family of love and faith, and I would say that younger versions of myself would have seen trust as a decision that is to be made. I will decide to trust you. I will choose to trust you. I don't know that I see it that way any longer. I see it as a benefit of being in a relationship that has unconditional love attached to it. I see it as a benefit of the spiritual path and achieving a certain level of faith and being able to consistently put your energy into and benefiting from that faith. I now have experienced it and know that it is there and available for me. I therefore have trust in my path. I have trust in the people that I have surrounded myself with because these connections have become deeper and deeper, particularly those at this time in life versus those that were available, in younger times of my life when I made a choice to trust people just because that's what I was told I should do. What better do we know?
Right.
We don't know better. But as we go through those things, those trials and tribulations, and we take back all the pain from trusting people we should not have or did not earn it, or at times in our lives when we were not, at an emotional space where we can have deep levels of trust with other beings. And you go through those things, and those things hurt, and then you recover from those, and then later on in life you see things differently. So obviously I'm somebody that is committed to walking a spiritual path, and trust means deeper things to me these days than it did in the past. I don't feel like I have to make a conscious decision. I'm gonna choose to trust you. What's that based on? That's based on movies that we watch on TV saying that when you have a relationship you have to trust somebody. I don't see it that way. I think we achieve that at some point along our path, with ourselves through spirituality and with others through friendship and true genuine connections and relationships.
Oh, very well said. You both are well versed in the wordness. That was excellent, and I agree with you both.
All the wordness.
So when I decide, because I do believe that we all have the choice to trust. When I decide to trust somebody, it's not based because someone said to trust them. Usually when someone's like, trust me, I'm like, huh. Or pay attention to how I'm feeling about the situation, the patterns, right, that are, they either match the words or they don't. What they're, the price for respect is integrity, ability of character, confidence, reliability, these types of things. If you have those or are working towards them, right? If you are genuinely on the path, and I think all of that is included in love, then trust is there. We can forgive people for making mistakes, but it's not the same thing as trusting someone. Trust involves consistency, right? We're consistently trying to come back and help, do better, be better, help each other, love each other, and find God. That's how I feel it is. But I really think that to just automatically trust somebody just because you're told to makes no sense.
It doesn't.
Agreed.
the coolest part about, I think, trust is it's been really hard for me because you guys know my story somewhat. And so right this moment in time, trust is a little hard because, I'm transitioning from this home to Jamilia's home on Friday. And it's like
4 days
really big.
big.
And also I still really cry because it's a big change, right?
It's the end of an era.
I did my makeup, so I'm not. I did it. Whoa, cry later. Love you both.
Can you do some friends analogies?
Huh?
So we can do some friends analogies. It's an end of an era.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm like, what? So
Sorry.
trust is really hard. So I go back to the places where I have felt love this whole time, like this whole year.
Mm-hmm.
And they're still there, and that's here. That's with the Sangha with Kevin's group. That's going in with Kathy with the K, and trying to help out with the kids convoy and singing songs that we do here, and all the guests we have. And now we have a pretty steady weekly schedule, and I love all of this. And I get to take you with me.
Awesome.
And I don't have to change any of this.
That's
because
true.
y'all are just coming with me. I'm just going to close up my laptop. Thank you. And that's amazing. And everybody here has been consistent.
Mm-hmm.
That's also amazing.
Yeah.
So that teaches me that I can trust the pattern thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's where it lies for me right now. But I honestly have confidence in everyone.
Confidence is a big part of it.
I think people can change. I've seen people who've done really horrible things change.
Yeah.
So I believe everyone can.
Mm-hmm.
I think you also see that as like you and I change, the people that we associate with are higher quality people and more worthy of faith. And I like I said, I see trust as synonymous with love in that these are not things that we decide to do. These are things that we discover. I have come to realize that I love you. I don't choose.
Aww.
You know what I mean?
That's
and I have come to realize that I have trust in a certain group of people that always show up for me. I have trust in them. I have faith in them. I'm discovering that I have trust in them. I'm not making any decisions about it.
Mm-hmm.
See, I think you're a little further than me then. And I love that because it's always nice to know that somebody can lead the way. Right? I'm still at patterns.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still very, very there. But I love that is the next. Sorry, somebody needed a link to the engaged one because she wants to hang out with us in there. So give me just a
In the
second.
chat room.
Love to the engaged one. I have faith that it will be there. I trust that it will be there.
Send her the link.
Okay, Christy is asking if any of my kids twirl their hair. Well,
My little brother Dom does.
yeah, Don does, but he's not my kid.
I know, I'm just saying it was just cool.
I have seen, like Zoe does it. Sorry, Millie does it, and my kids want to change their names. That's what that's from.
Yeah, he was here, I think. Were you here for that?
Were you here when we did the name thing?
I'm not sure.
We do a lot.
I'm not sure. We talk a lot of stuff. But she does it like not knowing she does it, and then Maylee does it a lot, and she doesn't realize that she does it. Rue, I don't know. She does.
Do it.
If she does, it's not often at all. But like I was born doing it, so mine's like a birthmark.
Really, really
A birth action. Mine's a birth action.
Well, isn't it kind of a rite of passage? Like
to be born?
when not to be born to twirl your hair. So
Rite of
when
passage
when
to
you have
twirl your
long hair, you can finally do that. I'm at this. I'm discovering that
He
I'm at
is
this
right
moment in
there.
life when I have the longest hair that I've ever had. And so I now have the twirling available to me, whereas in the past I did
See?
not.
See, you're going to be a hair twirler too. I don't know. Bree doesn't do it. Bree doesn't do it. She's like, my hair is there. I'm keeping it there. It does not move. And I'm just like, oh yeah, she does do the tapping. Yeah. But I've just always done it, no matter how short my hair's been, because it's been pretty short. Like I've had it to where it was like this long, like an inch, maybe
It's
2.
just still up there.
And I'm still like in the back, like just twirling the little bits of it, or like just playing with it, or something with my hair. And I've just always done it. And so it's not a nervous habit. It's not a flirting thing like psychologists say. No. It's just what I've always done. And I love the softness of the hair. And like even like with like blankets and stuff, when they're really soft, I play with the blankets that are really soft. I just like the feel of it. I don't know what else it is.
You know what though, when we would go to family stuff and everybody would have the same hairdo because whatever was popular and they all have the same color. If you were the one that was twirling their hair, I was like, I know that one. So it was like, come to me, first time by me. And go.
Yeah, we've had a lot of similar hairstyles throughout the years of our family members.
It's not like they don't. I mean, I'm sure everybody here has never had that before.
Never, ever. Mm-mm. I've been asked if my hair's a wig before because it grew really fast after I had Zoe. Mm-hmm. And Jacqueline actually is like, is that a wig? I'm like, no, this is my hair. It's my hair. And so I thought that was funny. But so I'm saying trust has always been hard for him too, Sabrina. I know what you mean. You guys have helped me a lot. I hope y'all know. Kevin, that is so true. The quality of people. Oops, there's one. Mm-hmm. Trust is a beautiful thing when you just have confidence in your own intuition. Love.
That's a big one. That's a really, really big one.
A newfound twirler. Kevin's a newfound twirler. Burr curls the hair a lot.
Lucy Poo.
Burr?
Yeah, not poo. Burr. Why is it happening? That should not be catching on.
Lucy Poo lives again.
No.
Burr. Who's Burr? I think she means you.
She
like curls her hair. Like she'll do it in curls and then she'll put it up. But she
true.
I'm like, you take all that time to curl your hair and then you just put it up. She's like, yep.
It was just fun to be pretty for a second. Now I gotta get busy, so I gotta get out of my way.
Hey dog.
So
did you ever have a mohawk like Bree? No, I did not. I did not.
You did?
Well, you're a boy. Well, and you're not a boy, I know. But you had to shave your head because of the cancer stuff.
All right.
I mean, if I had to shave my head for that, I probably definitely would.
I mean, you go for the craziest thing you could do. You know, if it's falling out, you go for the stuff that you would never actually.
I have thought about it a lot, but more of like
I would totally shave your head.
I know you would.
I would totally give my time.
I've had more of like the want where I wanted to like just shave part of it and then have the other part long.
You might not do that.
You're like, oops. Oh, sorry. Now we have to do all of it.
Would I do that? Would I do that?
Would you trust her to give you a mohawk?
I don't know about that. I'm very particular with my hair and who I trust with it. Sometimes I don't even trust myself with it to do it. So it's very
problematic for you.
Mm-hmm. Yes, trust has been hard for me too, as well, Dom. Did you ever have? I had the hawk.
Yeah,
I could see that.
That's because Miss Baby's awesome.
Okay, I'm just gonna address this real quick. Oh, y'all, I love you all, but my name does not have an E on it. I'm just saying, it's just Jami. That's it. E is my middle initial, if that helps. But just so you know, I love you, Christy. I love you, Dom. But my name is Jami.
It's like Jam.
It's like Jami. Jami. And
Dom, I
just
trust
say,
Dom that this moment will stay with you forever, and she will be ever known as Jami.
Jammy,
Yeah.
like jammies without the S.
like jammies, but without the
I
extra
just
M.
say mama.
Or the
Go
Right?
Ray, my
There you
brother.
go.
Mama,
Just
that
avoid the
works.
whole thing.
That works. Hey, Bill.
Hi,
Brother
Bill.
Bill. Oh, my bad, sis. Yeah. Just kidding. Hi, Bill.
I think you're a little
No,
serious
it's just
about that.
my
It's good. Your
cousins,
name.
like Jamie Christensen, our cousin. Hers is Jamie, but mine is just Jami.
I'm just going to start putting a whole bunch of extra letters in there just to see what happens to your
No.
pretty face.
Also, there's
No.
no E in singing mama.
There's
Nope.
not the E in singing mama. Very good. Orange is mama.
So glad you know
There
your
you
letters,
go.
guys.
Good
That's
job,
awesome.
Moosey Poo. That's a capital I. Jamie.
See?
Sorry, JB. LOL. Thank you, Christy.
Okay, so let's get back to trust for a second here.
Yeah.
That was a fun little segue. So I'm gonna ask Kevin, then I'm coming to Jamelia. With your meditation, with the Reiki, with things you're putting out there, the love, all of these things, how does that help you learn, if it does, to trust yourself, your instincts, your connection to source? Does it help that?
How does sharing meditations and putting a lot of love out there, how does that help me to trust myself? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, and source, like your connection to what's right and wrong in the world.
Yeah, that's a great question. I find that, and you know, when you put yourself out there as a teacher or a sharer of knowledge, or if you ever, you know, lead groups in discussions or meditations or yoga or any type of classes, whatever it is, you always learn things about yourself. You learn how you will respond to different things, different you know, small types of adversity, different people that, because so many people are different, so many different types of people can wander into your class off of the street and present all sorts of different things. You know, I've taught classes with people who consistently answered their phone in the middle of yoga, disturbing the whole school, and had no idea that they were any type of a burden whatsoever. And so, you know, no matter what it is, you're always presented with things that you are able to respond to. And any time that something out of the ordinary comes up, again, it's either a mindfulness bell, or it's a teachable moment, or it's an option to stay present. And the more that you teach, the more you develop these things within yourself. And I think that's an important part of our spiritual journey and our ascension altogether. You know, throughout our path is linear, but it also has, you know, many different versions of time in it. And you can look through any moments of them, and we are students and we are teachers at various points. And at the end of the day, when you're truly committed and you're moving forward, and what you want to do is heal thyself, empower thyself, and serve others, then you commit to that growth. And so you keep doing it, you keep putting yourself out there, you get more comfortable. Really, it's expanding consciousness and it's expanding comfort. They're one and the same. They work together very, very well, because the more you expand your consciousness, the more you work at it, the comfort follows. Just like the trust follows the love. The more you love, trust walks with you. I have faith in the people that are walking with me, because our purpose is built on love and extending that love. And the people walk with me, know that, feel that, and are a part of that. And so I have developed trust with them. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love that. And does that give you a greater sense of groundedness? I'm trying to get to where your connection with God in this, because there's a trust factor that you have with God, because I think you said that you pray all the time, right? So, and that's different than before. So do you trust that more now?
Very much so, very much so. And that's the beautiful thing, you know, even when you start to, you know, put yourself out there in the world as a teacher, the biggest mistake you can make is to think that you're done, because you're not done. even, I've been teaching groups and leading groups and communities of youth and adults and all these things for more than a decade. And just in this beautiful experience and connecting with this new Sangha, this new community, you angels as well, what I've noticed about myself is, when I came onto this platform to start to put out there all of the things that I had already been teaching and been knowing, that additional piece that I brought into my life of praying and connecting to God, to Jesus and the Mother every single day before I put myself out there has powerfully deepened and strengthened my connection in ways that, like, I thought I was already strongly connected. And what I discovered without any choices or, decisions being made, what I discovered was, wow, that connection can really deepen. It can really expand. And while everything continues to expand and the love continues to come in, everything continues to be so reciprocal, and everything that is strong just gets stronger. Everything that is clear just gets clearer. Everything that ascends just ascends higher. Okay, so all these things continue to work favorably. Synchronicities continue to come more and more, and my hair continues to grow because I have not
I love it.
before COVID. And, I'm not sure that I ever will again.
You're never gonna cut it?
I don't know. I don't want to say never, but I will say just for today, I will not.
I love
There
it.
you go. There you go. Me neither.
I really do like that. I wanted to just make a point when you said everything that's strong gets stronger. Everything that's, did you say elevated, gets higher?
Mhm.
Ascended.
What was the first one you said?
I'm not sure. I go in the moment.
Well, that's okay. I was distracted by the twirling, but it was really good what you were saying, and I want to add one more thing to that, because when the goodness rises, what does the stuff that keeps us from being good do?
Down.
Falls away, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the love part that I love so much, and I have learned to trust that, right? That love piece that's in people that we all are sharing. That's the thing. And when you were saying, I'm like, yes, and then keep going, because I'm like, this is awesome. That's the kid in me. But I really love how you said that. So, Jamelia,
Yes.
that is very well said. How has your connection with God been strengthened, and how much do you trust? Like, do you trust more than you did like a year ago?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
there's been a lot of there's been a lot of change in our lives in the last year. Not just from the whole quarantine stuff, but along with that, being able to know what was real and what wasn't out there in the world, and being able to, finally basically be able to say, well, I knew that wasn't true anyways, and have other people believe, go along with you, go along with, what they knew is true and what they knew wasn't true. And it's been actually really amazing to be involved in all of this, to be able to bring to light all the things that we've known for a while, that we've been told for decades, even from our own dad, and have what the stuff that he told us when we were in high school come to pass. And it's just like he does know stuff. And it's just like even more connection with Heavenly Father, Source, with Jesus, and with changing the ways that we even pray, compared to what we used to grow up doing all the time. And that reverence isn't necessarily always necessary when you pray, in the sense that he wants to hear how you feel, not just
your funeral talk
of and please bless such and such. It's just it's
important, but it's not
a way.
sad.
I know. I'm just saying it's not always it's not always like a script, like verbatim, you have to say it this way, or it's always repetitive, of how you say it, because that's how it was. I mean, there was always like, you say it this way, this way, this way, this way, and you close it this way, you know, and it's just changed so much for all of us. And we've done family prayer now constantly. I think we've only missed like 1 or 2 nights in the past 2 months.
That's amazing.
And it's been really awesome because Chad's initiating it. Okay, you guys, come on, let's have prayer before we go to bed. You know, before he goes to bed or before he goes to work or whatever. And you know, it's been really cool. And at the end of each of our prayers, we do the thing they do in AA. Keep coming back. It works if you work.
I love it.
And so we you know, we've added that to our thing, and Maylee usually starts it at the very end, and she's like jumping around while we do it. And it's been really it's been a much easier transition, I guess, for some of the kids to get more into the prayerful mode. And I think it's really important, especially for children, to help them understand that, you know, God isn't this big booming, you know, guy that's going to judge you about everything and blah 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 blah. Yes, he's the judge.
He's just waiting for a reason to hate you,
right?
You know,
he's loving, he's kind, and it all did change. A lot of it changed after we watched The Shack, and it was like, that's how I've always thought he was. You know, he knows you on a personal level. He's going to individualize you versus just the whole. And so, yeah, I don't know where I was going with that other than
I love it. It's the progression.
You know, yeah, and it's just, I think it's grown immensely comparatively, especially when you came and stayed with us for that 2 weeks, and we were talking about all this kind of stuff and about angels protecting our house and all the stuff that you could see and all the stuff that I couldn't see. And I'm just like, whoa. You know, and it just opened my mind to so much more. And it's been really, really cool.
Awesome.
And yeah, and stuff.
I love it.
Thank you. Me too.
I think in my experience, going from one hard thing to another hard thing, because, you know, being sold's kind of hard, and it's really hard. And I'm trying to keep it like give it some levity here, because I don't want to get into too heavy of an emotional state. But I do want to say that kind of trauma on a consistent basis, you had to have something to hang on to that would outlast every experience. And the same is true now, right? I didn't have somebody there teaching me to breathe. I had someone there telling me, don't breathe.
Yeah.
And so I didn't breathe for a lot. I can hold my breath for a very long time, longer than anybody I know. I also pass out a lot more than people I know too. And I'm not saying that's a good thing, but I'm saying I have to like remind myself to breathe constantly. And so I put on my phone, the notification sound is a bell.
That's
and
cool.
So if I get an email or a text or anything, right, there's a bell, and I'm like, oh yeah, breathe. And I do. And I take a moment, you know, to make sure that's in my head really good, because it's so delicious. I get it. I'm going to have one right by my door at your house. That's where it's going to be. Every time I walk in, breathe in the room. And I'm trying to make it on purpose, right? And I've learned that, you know, when I sing, I do it on purpose. I give it my all, right? But when I'm not singing, I'm not breathing right. I haven't been breathing efficiently. And since I have started doing this with you, Kevin, coming on your shows at night or sitting here with you in the morning, I don't comment as much in the morning anymore, because I'm trying to make sure that I'm learning and absorbing, but I'm still there. And since I've been doing that, I only passed out one time. And let me tell you, I pass out every day, usually, at least once. And I have only done it one time in 2 months.
Holy crap balls.
I think that's the longest I've ever gone. Breathing. And this is helpful, and that teaches me trust. Things that I can do to take in and actually help take care of me, which helps me take care of those around me.
Mm-hmm.
That's love to me. And that's amazing to me.
Yeah, and along with all the stuffs that we've talked about, Kevin waking up and doing the sun gazing and then coming on your, watching your stuff, all your Reiki stuff. I'd never really even thought much about Reiki beforehand. Like,
I couldn't even pronounce the word.
I know, Reiki and all the other stuff. And, I never really knew much about it at all. I didn't know, like, I've heard people talk about it, but I've never, like, really looked into it or anything. And everything that that you come on and you talk about, and you, and you trusting us to be involved in it too on the other side of the screen. It's really been an amazing experience. Even Chad's talked about it. He goes, I want to get involved more with the Reiki stuff. And anyway, he doesn't call it Reiki. And, he's like, it's really cool because he's seen a difference in me too. I didn't think I'd been much different, but he said he's seen a huge difference, like in my portrayal of things, and like my positivity has grown, and my he's like, you're just growing, and I feel like I'm not involved in it. And I'm like, well, you do hear from me about a lot of stuff. And he goes, well, yeah, but that's different, and it's in the moment of the, like, when he's in the anger moment. And I'm like, why do you got to get so angry? Like, I haven't raised my voice nearly as much as I used to. And so it's been attributed to me coming on your show, and on, just doing the Reiki in the mornings and everything. And that's kind of huge for me, because I was never, ever one not to get involved in the argument when when provoked. And it's been like a huge change for me specifically. And especially with like this whole birthday thing that Bree's doing. Like,
she would never.
I have never been this patient, like, ever. Like, I'm someone, I literally, okay, I still have an issue with getting presents and not just wanting to give them to people. And so I found out that I just have to shop literally the day of or the day before. Otherwise, I cannot do it. But I'm working on that. But yeah, I still have like all the stuff that we've been sent so far. I still have it right here. But I'm like, I'm not even tempted to like fill the envelopes and see what they are or anything, and it's been really amazing. And I've never, like, this is a huge emphasis, okay, never been able to do that. And even Bree and Chad's been like, you've been really patient with this whole thing. I'm like, I know. It's been really awesome. Like, it doesn't even like it doesn't bug me. And that's huge. It's huge. Okay. It's huge.
I think that's an amazing gift to give yourself for 40.
Gift
and Kevin and the engaged Reiki came in our lives at the time when, we'd all be able to absorb it. I mean, everything is in alignment. Things happen for a reason when they happen. And I think that having King of Chill here is a miracle. It's nothing short of a miracle. I honestly don't think I could. I'm going to cry. I was trying not. I don't think I could have gotten through this really hard thing without knowing how to breathe.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And now I can breathe. I'm breathing. And I think you're doing the same thing. And I think it's so important.
Yep. And especially with, like with you coming here, before any of this, there would have been issues on one side with it, because there just would have been, and now there's not. And that is also a huge thing. And it's like, you don't really realize how big it is until you step back and look at it, and you're just like, huh. There's been a lot of change in this house. you know, and it's been amazing. And
Basically, trust you, Kevin. Just we're saying it.
yeah, that's a huge part of it too. It's just
You know, you've really
so
helped us
easy.
in this. Reiki is really, you know, just the meditation part of it. I mean, we're still
That
new,
alone.
and it's amazing.
Are you okay, sir?
Yeah, I mean, you bring me on live in front of people, and you make my cheeks hurt, and then you make my eyes water.
That's what we do.
You are welcome, and
You're
congratulations.
you're beautiful. You're so beautiful. You guys are you're angels, and the things that you say, the testimonials are profound and incredibly heartfelt. There's nothing that makes me happier in this world than to see personal growth, particularly from people that have struggled, and that's entirely why I'm in this game, because of just so many years of struggles, and seeing everyone that I've ever known and everyone I've ever loved have the foot of this society standing on their neck and not allowing them to move or to breathe or to grow or to ascend. And finally, you know, seeing that people are able to break free from things, and not only that, finally having friends and family that are open and receptive and respond to these teachings in such a way that is beneficial and shows tangible physical changes, you know, throughout life. You know, I remember the first time you called me engaged Reiki. and
I was like,
no. And now you're talking about learning how to breathe and smiling through things, and I can't you know, I can't put into words the joy that fills me, which is seeing friends and people that I love that are just growing and just able to handle, you know, just things as every day as anxiety on such a you know, a deeper understanding of it, and realizing that, you know, something like anxiety, these type of things that are the true plagues of our world, that are the natural responses to all of the things that we face all the time, we're finally learning what to do with them, how to respond to them, how to heal from them, and not just that, but to keep them way the heck over here, so they're not constantly in our face. And these things are so possible, they're so available. And just the brief moment of you sitting there saying all of these things, letting other people know that these things are possible, like, that means everything, because we're nothing. Like, we're just vessels for this purpose. And so the more people that we can reach, the more people that we can touch, like our extended family, our extended community continues to expand every single day because of these things, because you experiencing growth and you telling people about them, me telling people about my experiences and sharing with it. And I might even be I don't know, rambling at the moment, just because you've tapped into some emotion. So I'm grateful for that. But everything that you do and the ways that you guys respond and support this Sangha and this purpose and all of the people that are connected to us mean everything. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to say a little bit of stuff over here, because we've missed a lot, apparently.
Okay, go for it.
Moosey Poo.
That was great.
Yes, thank you, Kevin. And yes, and ditto.
Not Moosey Poo.
Moosey Poo.
No.
She says, I seem to have lost my trust factor lately. I have very few I trust anymore. I don't know if the quarantine made it worse or other circumstances did, but it's hard. And it can be. It can be.
I understand.
Yes, it's amazing to know this entire community. Agreed.
I would just to respond to Moosey Poo, I would encourage you to think about what we talked about, and try to take the decision-making factor out of your trust and just see what's there, you know. See what you discover in the people that you're around. You know, maybe you have some trust in this particular community. This is a trustworthy community. There's a lot of unconditional love circulating here.
So big.
Maybe in you know, personal circles where you go at different parts of your life outside in the real and 3D world, you may discover that you're not in circles of people that are worthy of your trust. So I would encourage you to just maybe take a step back and not force decisions to be made about it, but to see if you feel trust around particular groups of people, and let that show you something.
That's true. Very, very
I
good.
love it. I love it.
Phil says he talks to them angels, Jesus, God, as his best friend because they are. That's awesome,
Absolutely.
Phil. That's
Absolutely.
really cool.
Hold on. I want to stop there. When
Okay.
you have that really tight connection, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know how to lean on it. The amazing thing is it's like you always, once you've realized you can trust yourself, once you realize that you actually do have instincts that are accurate, because everybody does. Your gut instinct is
Intuition.
right on. And when you can trust that, that's an amazing thing. And that is part of that best friend thing. I believe that's how it feels for me.
Mm-hmm.
Can either of you speak on that?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, when you feel like, okay, so in this world, okay, when you feel like you have a best friend, you feel like you can tell them anything. You feel like they will not go and spread it around to everybody else. You know, they will keep it to themselves because they're taking on the burden with you. You know, it's about finding that special moment when you can just, you don't have to worry if you can trust them or not. It's not even a second thought. It's just, you know, I have this, and you don't have to say, "Okay, don't tell anybody." You know, you just know that they won't, and they'll keep it between you. And that's why.
That's how you feel. I love
Mhm.
that. I love that. How about you, Kevin?
Yeah, and I want to say it's not. I wouldn't even see it as necessarily sharing secrets, but sharing burdens. Sometimes our burdens are very, very heavy, and sometimes we have a few sacred beings that can help to hold on to some of our stuff for a little period of time. You know, when we're not able to, the people that will sit with us in the dark. You know, there are certain people that will always sit with broken people in the dark, and some people that are never able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's valuable. It's important. And when you have, and see, I'm all about, and we talk about all the time. It's within. It's from within. It's growth from within. It's knowing and healing from within. So it's another person has nothing to do with it, whether I'm going to trust someone or not. It has everything to do with me. You know, whether I'm in a place where I can put my faith into someone that is surely worthy, but I have to be comfortable. I have to be worthy as well. I have to know that I can put my baggage with these people, with this person, and feel safe with that, regardless if I think they'll run and tell anyone. I have to feel comfortable about it, because if you're expanding in a place that's not comfortable, I would just encourage you to, like, my point is, it's important to expand your comfort before taking comfort in that expansion, if that makes sense.
Agreed. Totally agree with that. Totally agree. I love that. When I was going to therapy, they always want you to shut the door and you're in the room with the person. I am slightly claustrophobic, and also I didn't want to be in a room with another dude, just me and him. And I had him keep the door open. Now there was a great big to do, like there was extra papers to sign so that other people, if they walked by, could hear it. And I want to tell you, that's how it felt to me when you were saying this, because I have no problem with people knowing pretty much everything about me. I have no problem with that, because I don't know if it's because I was just so hurt and it's already out there, right? Because when I have looked at some of the kids stuff that they're trying to get people's information, you know, just to tell what's happening, I've seen my pictures in them, and that's shocking for me. And so I feel like it's already there. And so instead, I would rather not hide anything. Like, you know, I have hard emotions, and I do have, you know, anxiety moments, and I'm just like everybody else where I get all locked up inside, and then I'm like, oh yeah, breathe. And I love that I could have the door open, because my comfort zone was clear the freak out to the parking lot, because I had to make it that big, and I did it on purpose. In my head, it was my aura. right? And I was filling this space up with love just in my mind, because trust involves love.
Mm-hmm.
And when you said, it's up to you if you feel like you're comfortable enough to give somebody, part of your baggage, to just hang on to it with you. That's what that meant to me. This man was here to help me therapy-wise. And I need to just make it as big a space as possible. That's just as loving as possible. And I hope I'm making sense, because that's what you said reminded me of, Kevin. And I love that you said that, because I've never been able to put it in words like that before. So thank you.
Very cool. Priscilla Ann.
That's a cool name.
She's been on here a couple times. I remember her last name and her first name. I have a friend named Priscilla. Anyways,
Awesome.
she says, I have a question, and I feel kind of like an oddball for not knowing, but here I go. Are there people who will never experience a spiritual awakening at all, birth till their end? If so, why?
That is a great question. It's not oddball at all.
It is a great question.
It's been a question circling a lot of chat rooms, actually.
Can I respond to that?
Please.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There are many people that will never experience a spiritual awakening in this particular lifetime because they will never open themselves up to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's that simple. I will say a spiritual awakening is possible and available to everyone. I absolutely believe that, because we are spiritual beings who
100%.
are horribly repressed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we are disconnected from our source. We are disconnected from Mother Gaia. We are disconnected from the ether and from our spirituality. And what you see here is a community of people rising above that and reestablishing these connections.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have access to these type of people, or if you are so conditioned in your ways, and you're still walking around outside wearing masks and things like this, and you're just not open to growth or to spirituality, it's not going to find you, because we have to participate in that. We have to be active in our opening and in our own growth. But that's why we do it over and over again. We make progress every lifetime, and then if you're not quite ready this time, you're going to come back and hopefully make a little bit more progress next time. So I've come to understand that it's not the end of the world, because it's kind of what we're here for, is to grow spiritually through these experiences. And I do believe that you'll come back and get another crack at it if you don't make it all the way.
I love it.
That's why you see, like, there are some people that walk this earth as living Buddhas. You just know that they're special, that they're there, that this is their last time on earth, that they're connected and they're ascending and they're moving on. And there are other people that you just like those that you described, Priscilla, and that they're never gonna awaken in this lifetime, because of their own choices, not because of the impossibility or because I'm here saying no, nothing like that. It's just the people that open themselves up to it will have a chance. The people that don't won't.
It's also a factor of if they want to,
Right.
Like what you were saying. Like if they don't want to, they won't.
Right.
I mean, they can be stubborn enough to they don't care enough, or they're scared to know. It could be a mix of all of it. If they've got such a hold on them, on I hate to say it, but on the dark side, they're gonna not think it's good enough to know, or they're gonna just think they're too good enough to know, or and I mean, heaven forbid that's really what it is. But if they don't care to know, if they don't even trust themselves enough to know, then they're not. They just won't do it. They won't find it important enough for them to know about it. And or even if they do see it, and they're just ignorant and they just don't want to know. They just don't. They just want to keep them blinders on because it's comfortable. We have family members that are like that, so we totally get it. And and it sucks. It really does. But like Kevin was saying, everybody's going to have the opportunity. Everybody has the opportunity to find out for themselves, to have that spiritual awakening. but they have to want it, and they have to have some sort of inkling, some sort of little bit of knowledge where they're just like, I want to know more about this. And if they have two roads, okay, they can either go down that road where they want to know, and it's just a little tiny thing. What is this about? Asking questions is essential, because if you don't ask questions, you won't know. And or they can go down the path where they keep their blinders on and they don't want to know, and they don't care. They're going to just follow the rules and follow the sheep of everywhere else they go, so they have to want it. And you can't force them into it. You can try, but a lot of times you just push them more away. Yeah. So it's just, just little reminders, little seeds to plant, little seeds of knowledge. Oh, did you hear about this? Oh, did you hear about this? But maybe not every day. Oh, did you hear about this? And it's just work in progress. So sorry, go ahead.
It's always a work in progress. I just want to add on to a piece of that to definitely illustrate that it goes beyond just stubbornness, not to single out all the people that refuse to open themselves up spiritually, but we also have to realize, what has been done to this world. There are many, many people that just don't have the belief that there is a spiritual component to this life. There are many people that truly believe that this is a one-time in and out physical experience, and because of the disconnections, because of the deception, because of everything that is present in this fake world, that those connections were just never available to these people. And it's not that they're going to miss spirituality because of their own stubbornness. It's because we have so much work to do in this world. And that's why raising the collective vibration of our consciousness is that much more important, just so it breaks through all of those layers and reaches so many people, so that people can understand, even those that, it's not that they're refusing spirituality because they refuse to listen to things that people like us say, or they come across a synchronistic experience and they say hogwash. None of that. Just people that genuinely believe there's really nothing to that. They've never felt that in their heart. They've never felt that in their soul because of that powerful disconnect that they've had their whole life.
Yep.
So we have to realize that that's part of what's going on in this world. And that's such a huge piece of what we, this Sangha contributes to by injecting that vibration every single day into the world. So it's more relevant. So it's more, tangible, touchable, feelable, present. So less people over time have such experiences.
I agree. Have you seen in a cartoon or a TV show where there's like a great lake and it's all ice, and like a big giant or monster or something steps on it and it cracks everywhere, all the way from the feet? Can you imagine this in your head? Just boom, and cracks all the way across this lake. When we practice these meditation, we send out the love, okay? To me, it's as if it's blessing the ground. We're on and out as far as we can send it. And it reminds me of the cracks, but it's like the opposite, like it mends all of that. I know it's more like a ripple effect, but that's what I get in my head because it's profound. To me, to see so many people actually putting forth effort to practice breathing, to practice love, peace, to have wonderful things that they are going to do today because it's their intention and they do it. I've heard so many times, and so have you throughout your entire life. Yeah, I'll get to it when I can. I'm totally going to do that. And stuff just ends up always be pushed off.
I'll do it on
this is today, just for today. I'm going to be grateful just for today, right? I'm going to, what all the other four are. I'm sorry, I don't have them right now because I'm very excited to say the monster stopping up. But I love them. And just for today, I am going to breathe.
Atta girl.
All day. And all the bells are just going to remind me. And that's been my just for the day today for 2 weeks at least.
That's awesome.
And it's so cool because I come here and you guys know it's really hard to say this stuff to somebody who has no awareness. They're just kind of sporadically out there somewhere. And I want to just catch them and like, hold them near my heart so they can hear the beating, get back to love.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that question because we ache for people.
Mm-hmm.
We ache for them to know.
Yep.
I think it also helps with the being seen, being heard.
Mm-hmm.
When you have those two things, you feel that loveness. Loveness? That's not what I meant. You
Loveness.
feel loved. And that's what I feel when I breathe.
That's good.
I feel loved.
Sometimes Janice catches herself holding her breath, but she doesn't pass out.
That's good. That is good. Stop it before you pass out.
It's the mindfulness Tom says. Okay, so Debbie says, okay, guys, this is how much I trust you. I am laying in a bubble bath, listening to y'all this morning.
Nice.
Took time to myself to enjoy the shower.
Show.
Good job.
Show.
Sorry, I just said a bathtub. Shower. I'm like, wait, you're in a bathtub enjoying the shower. Some people like that. I don't know. I'm so impatient for y'all's birthday. Oh, it's driving me in circles. Get here already. No, it's still like
We're
6
breathing.
feet away. Shh, it's okay, miss.
Ooh, that's right. Getting close.
On Sunday, I always trusted like a child, and even though people have betrayed my trust, I still trust because I have to believe that even though the betrayal, I have to believe that there is a reason, or no, a lesson to learn. Sure, what you doing?
I'm sneaking above it. My eyes right above and he could be seen.
I ascended.
Yes,
See?
welcome to the top row.
This is a joke. Don't be offended. I'm understanding. I'm
Aw.
lifting you both up to Jesus. Okay.
we're overstanding.
Love you, Janice.
I cannot even list the changes in my life since meeting Jedi Master Kevin.
We love him. Why you do that?
It's very
Funny.
smart, Tammy. I see your point in that. It was very cool. I feel you, Tammy. Anyway. We love you, Kevin. You inspire us all to be better every day. Agreed. Hi, beautiful souls. Indigo! Much love and
Indigo.
brightest blessings always to all. Indigo! Yes, exactly. Priscilla, prayer and loves. Don't think I've seen you here before. Hey. Hi, Dom. How are you? They lift the weight of this 3D world. Thank you. I'm great. How are you all, Miss Indigo? Absolutely, Kevin. This is what I'm doing now. That's awesome. I'm also doing great. Having a day of laughter. It's beautiful.
You
I
should
saw
have
a
an
mistake.
English accent for her. Just saying. Go ahead.
An English accent? Okay. That's awesome. I'm also doing great. Having a day of laughter. It's beautiful.
Pretty sure that's Australian.
You don't know.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I saw a mistake. I made show up in the chat one night. LOL. Huh? I saw a mistake. I made show up in the chat one night. LOL.
Okay.
Don't know what that means, but you made a mistake and you show up in a chat one night. Yeah, very good. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Praise hands. Prayer hands, prayer hands, prayer. I see it. I see a big part. I see a big part of it being individual so contracts.
That goes with what Kevin was saying.
Yeah. The other part is free will.
Excellent.
Yes, Tammy, Kevin is a big inspiration.
See? We love our Kevin.
For most of last year, I keep asking the question, why was I here? And what was my purpose here? I was seeking something for months, and I found y'all. I am so grateful for you, for all of you. Thank you, lady.
And we are for you
Your
too.
face. Yes, that. What she said. Let me clarify. It came from someone I tried to help and had confided in.
I know who you're talking about.
Okay, good.
Good, because I do not.
We love you. And
Yeah,
trust
we
Kevin.
love you. Yes. Where is it? This way.
We mixed it up.
My power keeps going off and on. Storm's here. Yay for storms, but not for the power going out. I want a storm.
Past time,
We need to have a storm. What? I know, it's okay. Debbie Snyder Wilson, exactly how I feel. Love this family. Me too, Janice. Love this family to you, and love to you. Priscilla, I love the answer. It made me get teary-eyed. I'm going to be honest, it's my kid's father, and it really hurts me to the core that he's not awakening, but my heart, soul, and mind are set with God. Oh, girl, I feel you. Oh, my 2 daughters' dad is also the same way. Got vaccinated and everything, so I totally get it. And I'm just like, don't do it. He's like, I'll be fine. If I die, I die. I'm like, seriously? If you die, yeah, he said that exact phrase. If I die, I die. I'll be fine. I know where I'm going. Okay.
I want to just say that we all have different paths, right?
Yes.
And we all have to learn in different ways. But we all have similar heartbreak.
Yep.
And when we come here with that, there's the love and we kind of mend each other's heartbreak in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I love that. And so she's so honest, and that was amazing. And I just want to honor that.
I love you, Priscilla.
You know, you guys, all of you,
You're
Debbie,
awesome.
everybody, you guys are so, your soul is here, and that's amazing.
Mm-hmm. I read that all of us have been in a family in some way or another throughout time, and we find each other. Hey, that's a good analogy right there. Aw, we're all spiritual family people.
Let me say the one thing that we have to, or that we, you know, an inevitable component of this because of the things that we do see and are able to see, is we also see people driving their path right into brick walls.
Yeah. It's like they don't see the wall there. Or they do.
There's warnings all along the way, but it's like they're driving towards them with their eyes shut.
Yeah.
Although there are some with their eyes open.
Or their mask is over their eyes.
I agree with you, though.
Too far. Oh, I gotta get it over here too. I'm so grateful that I got to witness Kevin's ascension.
Right? That was amazing. Here.
You're witnessing the byproduct of it. The ascension.
You what?
I didn't get your email. I looked in my spam and everything. It's not there.
Isn't her real name Tammy? I think it's Tammy, isn't it?
I don't know. Bits of Sunshine. I was on Kevin's, and I got to see her. She looks like Tammy. She's so pretty.
Huh.
I know.
That's
Bits
cool.
of Sunshine made her debut on Friday night.
Oh, very cool. Anyway,
filling in for some people that couldn't make it, you know.
Oh, did it? Who are those people?
I do apologize. Hi, Bill. Hey, Tammy Bits. Debbie, I honestly feel the same.
Y'all my kin.
I thought you'd catch on, Kevin. I feel you did, because we did not. Bits of Sunshine, love and prayers.
So much love.
It's been raining all day in the UK. Nothing new here there. It's true.
Send it here.
You should send it. We would need some of that.
That's cool.
Bill and Bits. Love. Bits. Oh, Tim. Hello, Timothy.
Hey.
Yes, Kevin, spot on. Spot. And on we go.
You both did it. That's awesome.
Spot on.
Mama, can you say don't be a knob?
Don't be a knob. What does that mean? Is that like...
I don't know, but it's my favorite British saying.
What's knob in Britain?
I don't know. I just like how it sounds.
Yeah, she added me as a friend on Facebook. We're friends now.
Yeah, what is knob? I heard somebody say it puts their knob in a twist.
I
don't know what it is. Don't do that then.
Don't twist the knob. Well, you have to when you get in the house, though. That makes it difficult.
You give it to
They're opening the door. They're opening the door. I don't know. Hey, Tim. Oh, wait, sorry. That went much fast. Haven't you heard don't be as dumb as a doorknob? Yes.
No.
I have heard that.
Those are smart and useful.
Doorknobs are smart?
Yeah, they're exactly where they need to be, and they're very useful when you need to get in and out.
Now try that in a Welsh accent. I don't know the Welsh accent.
Oh my gosh, that's my favorite one. I watch
Wait, which one's the Welsh accent?
Weird place, but I like what's his name? Creaky Blinder. I think he's hilarious.
Which one? How does the Welsh accent go? I'll have to look it up.
I can't help you with that.
Nope. Say, are you taking a piss?
Don't say
No, that
that.
means you're drinking. That means you're drinking or you're drunk over in Britain there, Dom.
Yeah, but
Oh,
not
he's
if you're
pissed
here.
off his
Don't
rocker.
say it.
He's pissed off his rocker.
Alrighty, I think it's time to pray.
Okay, now we're
'Cause,
talking about
like,
pissing.
we always have to go there. Always.
What a wicked
Fuck.
pisser this was.
You guys are amazing. Oh, I just
How
love
are
it.
you?
I love this because I can take it away and just like replay it later and it just still
True.
feel the same.
Smile all over again.
Yes, but I'm used to it, so my cheeks don't hurt yet. Are you doing okay? Are you doing all right,
I'm
Kevin?
breathing through the pain. So
Hey,
We should do those. We should do a facial exercise one of these days with that. Remember that one lady back in the late 80s,
Yep.
early 90s that used to do the
mouth yoga.
that?
Mouth yoga.
Yeah, is that a thing?
That's a thing. That's a thing.
We should totally do that one of these days.
Movement number 1 is this.
yay!
We do that all the time.
And then I don't know how to do the sad one.
Yeah, sorry.
There,
That's-
like tired.
You do your.
No, we don't want to strengthen our frown muscles. We want to strengthen our smile muscles.
Oh, alrighty, guys.
Bits of sunshine.
I love her too. I just love all the
Love
people.
you. You're so great. Love you, sisters. You make my day. Oh, thank you, Debbie. You'll make ours as well. Okay.
Hey,
Straw.
guys. Hey. So, like, I kind of,
Bring it in and huddle real quick.
yeah, just I have a little rewrite of a song. Would you mind if I just sing that real quick and then you could do the other one? Or is it too much time? Do you have to go?
I'm good.
It is good.
Yeah?
It's good.
Okay. I'm not gonna, well, maybe I can.
What? What song is it?
It's when I did a little while ago, but I redid a few of the lines.
Oh, so you rewrote them?
The ones I rewrote. Yeah.
And that's a given for you. You make my day.
So I'm going to try and keep this part quieter than my voice.
Indigo.
That's a good idea because you're doing a solo.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Does your solo need the chiming of random bells?
Does your solo
No,
need
but I
to-
totally should do one of those. Seriously. Okay. It's to a song everybody, I think, knows the melody to.
Okay, on the difficulty.
All right, you ready?
Yes. We're glad you found us too.
We love you.
We love you, Denise. Snosky.
All right, here we go. My words are over here.
I have the song "Don't Go Breaking My Heart" in my head right now. Love you too, Bill.
Can you hear that?
Mhm.
Away back in our history, we called it pandemonium, and it was the ruin of many a poor soul. And I'll tell you now, my son, our nation was in terror. The threat was COVID-19, and the way we lived all across this land became our new routine. Now the only thing that the people needed was a leader for their cause, but they all were afraid, being teased by social media, so it was all put on pause. So we swore to tell our children not to do what we have done. Don't waste your life hiding when you need to stand and fight. All it takes is the bravery of one. There was a... Oh, sorry. What? Oh, hold on. Oh, wait. We had one foot on submission, the other foot on complaint. Then the last straw was placed on the camel's back, and the world went completely insane. There was a time in our history we called it pandemonium, because we fought back and learned to breathe. We thank God we finally won.
Very good, very good.
That's really awesome.
I love your rewrites. I think they're awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Lots of people love it too.
I'm so glad,
Awesome.
you guys.
Love this song. Oh my gosh, so great. I love that, Sabrina. Great job. Bree, your angel voice is so soothing, so beautiful.
Thank you.
Brilliance. Thank you, Bree. Love you and your voice. Kiss. To have faith is to trust yourself to the water. When you swim, you don't grab a hold of the water because if you do, you will sink and drown. Instead, you relax and float. By Alan Watts.
Can't totally
Very good.
screenshot
I
that.
like that. Yeah, I like
That was
one.
awesome.
Okay, hold on. I have to screenshot it.
Read more from Alan Watts.
I will do that for sure.
Copy. Okay, screenshotted.
That's beautiful.
Oh, okay. Hold on, I'm gonna send it to you real quick. Because otherwise I'll lose it.
I could have just sent it to you later. Just saying.
Okay. Beautiful. Awesome sauce, Bree. Beautiful. That's awesome.
Okay.
Interested in. I know. Okay.
Alrighty. So, do you have anything else to say, either of you, before we?
We love you. And thank
Well, I
you.
love you.
Include Rita in your prayers. She's under the weather today.
Oh, yes.
Definitely. And everybody on your list.
And
Yeah.
everybody,
The list for the Sangha.
thank you.
Everybody on the other side of the screen. There you go. We bless your hearts, and that you know you're seen and heard and loved, and that you can take that with you wherever you go. Alrighty? Good?
All the loves. Okay. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. And
You're blessed. Blessing other people. Bless everybody. It's Sunshine, Rita, Bill, Tom, Moose, and Chrissy, and what?
and the prayers and the blessings and the charity and the kiddies and the Kevin and the Kevin and
Jamelia.
why?
And Jami.
And you. Three.
Whoa.
That's right, baby.
That was
That's
fast.
right. Breathing.
Well done. Well done.
Oh, I love you guys. It's been wonderful today. I mean,
Agreed.
I didn't expect it to be this way, but I was hoping. And it just feels so good. You guys feel good?
Yes.
I feel wonderful.
I
I look forward to resting my cheeks.
I like mine this way. I love you guys so much. We'll be here tomorrow.
Love and abundance.
10:30.
And when's your next one, Mr. King of Chill?
Bright and early tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Okay.
Subscribe to the Engaged Lightworkers Super Channel if you've not
Please
already.
do. That's right.
Yeah. And the other ones, whatever you're watching it on. Yeah.
Yeah, this one, Engaged Reiki.
That works for us.
Yeah. There
That's
you
good for
go.
everybody. Engage Drake, you guys. We love you. Have a great one. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. See you guys. Bye.
And now, the reason we got out of bed this morning for music and the spoken giggles, Singing Mama and Auntie B are our very own soulful